people. Let's talk about it. Remember, like I told you guys before, this is what the Deontay Wilder haters don't want to hear. But I don't give a fuck. We are going to talk about this shit. Remember, people, whoever Deontay Wilder beats, they will put shade on that man. Whoever Wilder beats, the haters are going to have something to say. Whoever he beats. Okay? So I really don't give a fuck what the haters have to say about Deontay Wilder facing Ruiz Ortiz in a rematch, which is still a great fight. Alright? And I'm going to break all that down in this video. You know, in my videos, I'm going to deliver. And I'm going to make you feel me by the end of this video. Even the haters, whether they admit it or not, even those clowns is going to feel me too. Alright? But let's talk facts. See, the haters, they don't like to talk facts. They like fairy tales. They like things that is untrue about Wilder. Because when Wilder beats Ortiz the first time, all of a sudden Ortiz was an old man. All of a sudden Ortiz is at the end of his career. And all these people had Wilder losing the fight before the fight. But they didn't say shit about Anthony Joshua beating Vladimir Klitschko, right? Did they? Vladimir Klitschko and Ortiz was the same age. Vladimir Klitschko wasn't a champion. Vladimir Klitschko was coming off of a loss. Not only that, Vladimir Klitschko was inactive for 2 years. But they all praised AJ for beating Klitschko, right? When Klitschko wasn't shit but a shell of himself. And still almost beat AJ. But that's what they don't talk about, right? Right. Before I break this shit down to you, why this is still a very good fight, let me break it down to the people why Deontay Wilder won't get credit off of anyone he beats. Okay? If Wilder beats Tyson Fury, they're going to say, oh, Wilder lost the first fight. So they're really 1-1. They got to do it again. Right? If Wilder beats Dillian White, they're going to say, oh, Dillian White was AJ's leftovers. He didn't really beat anybody. If Deontay Wilder beat Usyk, they're going to say, oh, Usyk's just a small guy. He beat up the smaller guy. But if AJ beats Usyk, it's a big-ass fucking win, right? You know, this shit is crazy, people. Because these fools out here, these fucking clowns, don't even realize that Wilder has been facing top 10, arguably top 5 heavyweights in his past 4 fights. Alright? Let's really get into this shit. Before I get into this shit, make sure you like and dislike. Make sure you leave them comments. And don't be a hater. If you're feeling my videos, hit the subscribe button. Or let's continue to talk about this real shit. Because you know it's real. Now, this fight right here might be better than the Ruiz versus AJ fight. Why? Because I see AJ being more on a bicycle in the rematch versus Ruiz. Playing it safe. Knowing that if it goes to the judges' scorecards, AJ knows this. Who the fuck they're going to favor. Even the haters know this. So I don't know why the haters want to play dumb when it comes down to Wilder. Oh, I understand why. Because it benefits them. But let's talk this shit. Number one, who the fuck else is who else is Deontay Wilder gonna face if it's not Ruiz Ortiz? Marinate on that, people. Tyson Fury is booked with bum-ass Otis. Anthony Joshua is booked with Ruiz. They're both booked. Dillian White, he's still having PED problems. And from what I'm hearing from several good sources, Dillian White is not in a good headspace right now. Like, he's really depressed and some extra shit. So, before he worry about a Deontay Wilder problem, he needs to worry about his fucking depression problem. How about that? Okay, haters. But let's continue though. Who else is Wilder gonna face? Povetkin? Last time Wilder tried to fight Povetkin, somebody was on PDs, right? And I don't hear Povetkin calling out Wilder anymore. But this is the funny part. If Wilder beats Povetkin, he's not gonna get no credit neither. Povetkin is Anthony Joshua's leftovers, right? Just the same shit like Dillian White, right? Not only that, Povetkin and Ortiz is the same fucking age. So y'all gonna use the same excuses like y'all used when Wilder beat Ortiz. Don't even try to act like I'm not telling the truth right now. But who else is Wilder gonna face? Give me a name. Who? Joseph Parker? Too bad. Joseph Parker is booked with fucking what's his name? Yeah, Kazora, Del Boy. So who else is he gonna face? You guys acting like Wilder has several options, and then he's picking Ortiz out of all those options. Who is Wilder gonna face? Let me hear it, haters. Because all y'all have a problem with him fighting Ortiz. Like, if Wilder would have picked anybody else, that would have made up for it or made it even better. I'm waiting, haters. I got all day. Today I got time. So, who else is Wilder gonna face? Who you gonna say? Usyk? Too bad. Usyk is signed, sealed, and delivered for an opponent already. So try again, haters. Who? I want to hear it. Gerald Washington, he's still having PED problems. And they're talking about Gerald Washington fighting Joe Joyce. So tell me, who is this man that Wilder's going to face that is better than Ortiz, a better opponent than Ortiz, that is now already booked or is not active? You know what? I'm going to help you guys out. What about Krupat Pulev? See, even the haters know that Wilder will stop Pulev. That's why they don't bring up guys like Pulev. They want to bring up guys that arguably have the chance at beating Wilder. Like a Tyson Fury. Too bad, haters. Tyson Fury is booked to fight a bum. He don't want no Wilder problems right now. You know what? It's okay, haters, to say, you know what, Love One, you're right about this. I don't mind Wilder taking Ortiz as a stay busy / dangerous fight still. Wilder barely made it out the first fight with Ortiz. Let me tell you why this is a fucking great fight, man. Still, the first fight has some controversy in it, right? The first fight was a great fight, arguably fight of the year. And, am I not mistaken? Ortiz, they didn't say nothing about AJ facing Ruiz when Ruiz wasn't even a top 10 heavyweight at the first time they fought, y'all. He's a top 10 heavyweight now thanks to Joshua, but he wasn't the first time they fought, people. But this is what the haters don't want to talk about because it's not favoring their argument. What's up, haters? Where you at? You guys always got some type of response, whether it's real shit or it's bullshit. Most of the time it's bullshit, but where you at? Ortiz is still a top 5 heavyweight. But it wasn't a problem when AJ offered Luis Ortiz $6 million to fight him, right? 6 to 8 million to fight, right? It wasn't a problem when AJ did it, right? No, it wasn't a problem. Because Wilder stopped him. But y'all want to say that Luis Ortiz, he hasn't improved since the Wilder fight. Now, let me tell you this. I would agree with that, haters. I don't feel like Luis Ortiz improved after the Wilder fight, but he hasn't declined. He's been looking like regular Ortiz, which is still good enough for me. And regardless of what you want to say, he's coming off of 2 wins. 1 knockout and went to distance with Helmer. Beat his ass for 12 rounds straight. Luis Ortiz is arguably still one of the best boxers in the heavyweight division. Even over Fury. I'm going to say that. Remember I said arguably. I don't know if he's better than Fury, but that is the debate. He's a southpaw that can box with a hell of a amateur background, amateur pedigree. Olympics and all that. What the fuck is y'all talking about? But this is what the haters don't want to talk about, people. They don't want to talk about this. Because they want to try to bash. It ain't just Luis Ortiz. They're going to bash whoever Wilder beats. Whoever Wilder beats, they're going to bash them. You know what's funny to me? I was going back and forth with somebody on Facebook, right? And somebody had the nerve to say, regardless of what, Deontay Wilder still fought, you know, a huge amount of bums before he took some step-up fights. And that's fucked up for Wilder, that Wilder, in his next 10 fights, he could beat up all top 10s. But they're still going to go back before those 10 fights and talk about the bums that he's faced in his career. So regardless of what, they have built-in hate for this dude. Okay? You can't name me one opponent. And out of all the guys I just named, Luis Ortiz will arguably beat every one of them. That's right, even AJ and Ruiz. Arguably. So don't give me that bullshit talk about, this is still a fucking good fight. It's a stay busy fight / dangerous fight. Not only that, Wilder has been fighting top 10, top 5 heavyweights. Brazil, top 7. Tyson Fury, some people in their mind got him number 1 right now. Wilder just fought him. Whether you thought he won or he lost, give him credit for taking the fucking fight. Alright? Then they want to talk about, oh yeah, fucking, I forgot. What's the cat name? Yeah, Luis Ortiz. The first time they fought, I think Luis Ortiz was top 3. Now he's top 5, top 6. Still a top 10 heavyweight. So what the fuck are y'all talking about? They just gonna keep on hating on Wilder, boy. Listen, man, this is still a great fight. Luis Ortiz knows the Wilder style. And the fucked up part about it, they can't even tell me somebody that's better than Luis Ortiz or that's not booked right now. The haters can't even answer that question. So they're just complaining just to complain. If Ortiz is such an easy fight, why did Dillian White clearly duck him when the WBC mandated them to fight? And Wilder even said, if you beat Luis Ortiz, that's an ultimatum. Dillian White know Ortiz is a problem. Alright? Shit. Dillian White got all the credit in the world for beating Joseph Parker for coming off a loss. Let Deontay Wilder fight Joseph Parker after coming off that loss to fucking Anthony Joshua. First of all, they would have clowned the man for almost getting stopped in the 12th round like Dillian White did. And then they're going to say, oh, he ain't did shit but beat Anthony Joshua's leftovers and Joseph Parker was coming off of a loss. We know what these haters are going to say. Dillian White, he faces fucking Derek Chisora and lost in the fucking first fight and was getting his ass beat in the second fight until Derek Chisora got tired. What did they say? Oh, it's 2 good fights. He had 2 good fights with them. Nigga, let Wilder face a Dillian White and have not Dillian White, a Derek Chisora have a close fight, lose in the first fight and win the second fight. He won't get no credit for that. So I'm just letting people know, whoever Wilder beats, he don't get no credit for. Luis Ortiz is one of the best boxers in the division, a fucking heavyweight, and you can argue, this is the argument, that he is the most powerful guy in the heavyweight division besides Wilder. You guys, just think about it. Haters, put your hate for Wilder aside for a minute, okay? And tell yourself, you know what? It's okay. It will not kill you, haters. So say, you know what? Love one that has a point. Alright, y'all. I am